What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? It's me, the Comic Outlaw, Jack Slater. Check us out on YouTube. And right now we're doing a Green Arrow Year 1, Number 3. Yes, indeed. Oliver Queen is stranded on an island. He's fighting for survival. And his luck just got to turn worse. So here we go. Welcome to the flip side, everybody. Yeah. And where we left off, Oliver Queen was trying to signal a helicopter. Unfortunately, the helicopter does not look too friendly, and they started pouring out with a AK-47. Oliver Queen, of course, fires back with his homemade bow. Now, keep in mind, Oliver at this point is a playboy who has actually been stuck on this island and kind of found himself. Also, while being betrayed by his buddy Hackett, a man that he hired to kind of keep him going, to keep him out in the wild, and to keep him doing the crazy stuff that he did. He ripped him off for $4 million, or $14 million, I should say, and left him marooned, stuck on this island. And as this plane goes down, boom, it ends up crashing, and Oliver, of course, wanting answers, goes to follow it, but due to his luck, it crashes on the highest peak of the mountain. And Oliver is forced to climb. And at this time, Oliver is just has so many questions. Why this island? Why the deaths in the villages? Why do they have an airplane with a man with a Tech 9 firing at him? And he seems to find his answer in one of the richest crops in the world, poppies, aka the stuff that makes heroin. That's why this island's so valuable. That's why they kill, to keep the secrets of this island. And plus, he finds himself a used new pair of boots. And as he puts on his new pair of boots, someone catches his attention. It's a pregnant woman. And she goes on to explain that they killed some of the villagers to set an example, and they keep the rest as kind of slaves to work the poppies, to take care of them, and more importantly, to harvest them. Slave labor is a lot cheaper than actually going out and getting real employees, if you know what I'm saying. And Oliver, of course, is putting on the guy's glove. You know, he's taking what he can. He's a survivalist at this point. And she's going on to explain how horrible the situation is and how dastardly these characters are. And remember that name, China White. It's very important right now because it wasn't just a phrase. It was a person. And not only that, it was the bitch on the phone that Hackett was talking to in the first issue. And she gets out, and lo and behold, there is a woman calling herself China White. Man, that's just a little sad. We couldn't think of anything else. China White. And of course, she's Chinese. Man, I'm Mexican. That's like making a superhero called Lazy Brown. I mean, come on, man. But anyways, China White is there. And lo and behold, she has an employee in tow, Hackett. And Hackett goes on to tell this guy why is he going to shoot a valuable slave. She's scared. She has nothing to do with it. And China White pulls out a gun, shoots the other guy for failure. And of course, there's an arrow. And it has green feathers on it. That's why they call him the Green Arrow, from a bird that he ended up killing to get the back parts for the arrow. And of course, Hackett thinks it's an independent person. It's probably someone they sent from the CIA. It could be any dozens of people coming to stop it or take over the product. And of course, he goes hunting for this person and ends up getting a little more than he bargained for, because Oliver is waiting in the trees. The Hood, the Green Arrow himself, is stalking his prey. As Hackett turns around, he's just surprised. Who is that? Can it be? No, it's Oliver, and he realizes he starts firing his gun like a madman, trying to kill this Hood, this ghost from his past. Now, Oliver has just gotten so good training, moving, dodging, ducking, flipping, and most of all, he is a king shot now with these homemade arrows and his homemade bow. He fires off one, thwap. And his aim is true as it ends up hitting Hackett in the shoulder. And now this is a time where Oliver and Hackett have a little heart-to-heart. And Hackett goes on to explain that this woman is deadly. She's a killer. She will kill everyone on the island if it means getting her heroin. And also, the relationship between him and Hackett are stressed. I mean, he did leave him alive, but he did dump him in the middle of the ocean. So they're kind of at odds with each other, and it's not a forgive or forget situation. But they were friends, and he did spare his life. So Oliver is hesitating for that one moment. That one moment thinking that he might be able to bring his friend back. But Hackett, of course, has other plans. Hackett has something stashed, and he reaches for his gun and starts firing at the hood. And Hackett just breaks the arrow off and just slides his arm out of it. Now that's gangster right there. And Hackett's just a tough dude. Period. And him and the hood continue firing. Oliver fires an arrow through his hand, stopping him from really just aiming or shooting. He's in extreme pain right now, and he's still trying to fire off that gun. You got to give it to him. This guy's as tough as a $10 steak, as hard as a coffin nail. And he fires a big blast that ends up sending Oliver flying. Now Oliver is wounded, and wounded bad. I mean, you could just tell from all the shrapnel, for example, that flies off in the air when one of those explosions hit. It's just not in the movies where you're completely fine. But Hackett looks around and realizes that something's about to fall on him. Something's about to crush him due to his own actions. And just like any other cartoon character, whomp. Except he's not going to crawl out of this one like a certain coyote. But anyways, Oliver's drifting off. He has shrapnel in his arm, probably in other places, and he starts drifting and drifting until he sees that white light. Will Oliver survive? Will he get out of this alive? Will China White come for him? And the other villagers as well? We'll find out the next time on Comic Outlaw, and I will catch you on the flip side. Yeah.